Well, hi folks, and welcome to the Wannabe Gardener. I'm back again today after one day break out of the garden. Simple reason is that yesterday it was snowing, believe it or not. Yes, it's the end of March. Well, yesterday was the 29th of March. But it was actually snowing. Only a small flurry, but snow nevertheless, so very strong northerly winds. So it wasn't really where it's at to be gardening. Besides, I had to do something else. Not much other than an essential trip to the shop in these crazy times. So what are we going to do today? Well, let me show you the progress so far. Well, I'll get out of the way and so you can see, and I'll talk you through it. So on the ground there, you'll see the central hole dug for the pond, and either side of it I've built a shelf. Well, not built a shelf, but dug a shelf. So there's two levels currently for the pond. What I'm going to try and achieve today is another level either side. So another level this side and another level this side. Now, how I'm going to do that? Well, the central area needs to be dug deeper, and then the two shelves either side of it, they also need to be dug deeper. I compressed the soil in the center, so I've had to dig out some of it, so I need to dig out some more of that. The shelves either side need to go lower because I need to do a third level, and then I'll have three levels altogether for all different plants and animals. So that's the project for today. Will I get it all done? Maybe not. I didn't get out as early today as I thought I would. However, in saying that, the clocks went forward. I was going to say back, they went forward in fact. So we are officially in British summertime. I know it's spring, but it's officially called British summertime. So that gives me an extra hour to play with, which is great. The wind, it's still a bit windy, a few gusts and stuff, so hopefully the camera and stand will stand the test of the gales and so. So, what else to do? Crack on. Oh, the soil mountain. I'll show you that a bit later. It now really is a mountain. So, time to crack on and get some work done. Very pleasurable work. This is my once out of the day. With the essential travel and obviously the lockdown because of coronavirus. So I get out and I do my exercise in the garden, and to be perfectly honest, I've done lots of other forms of exercise, but this is going to be right up there with one of the most enjoyable. I just noticed something there while I was digging. I remember talking last time and saying about the clay content of the soil. I showed you the worm, and sorry, I'm out of breath already. I'm telling you, digging, wow. Yeah, so I showed you the actual pieces of clay and the clay worm, etc. But this seems to be more crumbly. So the further I go down, it seems to be crumbly. I don't know. That's a very good sign, I think. So maybe there's just a clay seam there. I don't know. I'm hoping that the consistency of the soil is more crumbly because of my limited knowledge. I do know, I don't know why I was reading up about soil some years back. I think it was because of like planting in pots and stuff indoors. So I know that obviously crumbly soil allows you know, oxygen to get through and water and etc. to drain. So it's much better than a heavy clay soil. So I'll crack on with the digging. Just currently going around the edges with the spade of the deepest central area to make it more rounded. Well, not rounded, actually, more square. Don't know why. Is it essential? I don't know. Should I leave it, you know, an irregular shape rather than a regular shape? I don't know. Maybe it's just in my head thinking, oh yeah, it has to be square, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm managing to get down a little bit extra, and I'm really looking forward to bringing those shelves down a bit. Coming across this now, I'm not 100% sure what it is. It's gritty, it's crumbly. Is it an old sort of rock? Not rock, sort of, you know what I mean, like brick, like a house brick that's broken down. I don't know, but it's definitely rock of some kind. You know, whether it's processed rock or not. I think what I'm going to have to do anyway is train going by, is I'm going to measure there shortly to see the depth of the central area, but I'm going to have to take the shelves down anyway, so it's going to be just dig, the hole is going to get, central hole is going to get refilled again with debris, and then dig again. So as I said last time, it's going to be like a slow progress, and my motto, as I said, slow progress is good progress. For me, anyway. I've got my ruler. From measuring that, another novice mistake. Ideally, they say a pond should be 18 inches in depth, like at the deepest part. I've only been measuring the central part. I'm forgetting about the shelves. The shelves are also going to be included in the depth of the pond, and it was like over 20 inches. So I'm already down to the depth that I need to be. So I just need to clear what soil is loose at the moment, not dig any more centrally, and go dig those secondary shelves, well, preliminary shelves, the first shelves, the second level is what I meant to say, take them down a little bit extra. So just remove that loose soil in the central area. That's it. Right, so that's me now for this video. What I've achieved today, I've pretty much, well, not everything that I spoke about first, but what I said is that I was going to dig the central area a little bit deeper, and then the two shelves either side of that I was going to dig them a bit deeper, allowing me to do a third level, like the most shallow level of the pond. I was kind of concentrating on thinking about what animals would like, etc., because I'm crazy about ponds, have been ever since I was a kid, just absolutely loved them, found them fascinating. First time I found a newt, gonna hold this, I just thought it was like a mini little dinosaur, you know, even though it's an amphibian, but you know what I mean. I was absolutely delighted, and frog spawn, seeing frogs go from spawn to you know, fully like little miniature frogs, amazing. Froglets is the correct term. So yeah, I've achieved that, a small amount, but as I say, what did I say? Small progress is good progress, and yeah, I'm happy with it. And the next video I'm going to take that third level, but the reason why I'm doing that is not only because of animals, because you've got to think in ecosystem terms. So I'm going to have kind of around the border, hopefully have some marshland plants who need lots of water, or you know, they grow in that area, and then ones that are semi-aquatic and then fully aquatic plants. And obviously the whole ecosystem together is what makes it, not just the animals on their own or the plants on their own. You know, it has to be a whole, you know, and that's what makes it more biodiverse, is having those range of levels. So yeah, delighted with that. And the reason why I'm concentrating on the pond, I guess because I love ponds. Secondly, a lot of this garden is going to be in shade, so it will restrict growing. Also, there's heavy clay soil there, so that's going to prove a problem. So, you know, and I want this to be a major feature in the garden. I want it to be somewhere to come out, and it is part of a garden. Come out, sit down, relax, enjoy myself, explore the pond. Just, you know, just a wonderful addition, I feel, to a garden. And you're helping nature, you know, because ponds are at a premium these days. You know, they used to be everywhere when I was a kid, but sadly not any longer. Not any longer. They are the habitats and the little creatures are in danger. So, now I'll show you the progress so far. It might not look like much, but it is something achieved, and that's what I'm happy about. You know, set out a target, achieve that target, and that's got to be a good thing. So, let me take you over. Oh, leaning on that. Well, there we go. I don't know whether you will be able to notice it, but I mean, I think it's reasonably clear. You can see obviously that the central area, I've dug it out, you know, and it seems to be a good shape now. Obviously we have our concrete pillar thing. I think that's obviously something modern, and it's obviously covering something important. Maybe it's a phone cable or something, I don't know. So I won't touch it. On this side, let me turn around this way slightly, so you might be able to get it. Maybe if I get the shovel, actually. Let's come over here and get the shovel, and then you'll be able to see the depth better. There we go. So that's level 1, that's level 2, and then we're going to be going up to level 3, so maybe half the depth of that area there. Same on this side. Are they exactly the same depth? I doubt it. They're near enough, but it doesn't have to be. It's a pond, you know, it's not some, I don't know, geometric structure, you know, it's a wildlife pond, so it doesn't need to be. So yeah, I'm very happy with that progress, I have to say. Maybe I shouldn't be, but I am. But there we go. It's all good. Oh dear. This camera doesn't want to play. There we go. It's behaving itself now. So now, anything that I've actually learned today? Well, not a whole lot, because it was literally just doing, you know, completing that dig. But what I would say, instead of using this, a spade, for like digging out the whole area, when you just take away some little bits of soil, have, I guess it has a specific name, but you know, a little one that you plant plants with. I can't think of the name of it. If you know the name of it, what is that little thing? It's not a trowel, is it? A trowel is like for building. So can't think of it. You know, a little garden shovel, a little small miniature one that you dig holes for plants. So I could have used that and taken out like the loose soil there, and would have prevented me kind of standing in it and compacting it back down and making more work for myself. So that's very important. Anything else? Yes, it doesn't really matter. You know, it doesn't need to be exactly the same on both sides. It's a wildlife pond. So, you know, it can have differences and undulations and stuff. So, yeah, that. Oh, and lastly, not anything I've learned, I just want to show you my soil mountain before I go. You see it there? Just turn it slightly. It's now nearly the same height as the fuchsia monstrosity we have over there. So it's yeah, it's a bit of a beast, I gotta say. So on that note, what I'm going to say is you know, happy gardening. Hello, monster. It's my cat. I'm going to say happy gardening. Keep those fingers green, and if you enjoy what you see, I invite you to subscribe. If not, just enjoy the videos for the meantime. Any advice and ideas will be more than welcome, and I look forward to seeing you for the next Wannabe Gardener. Take care, everybody, in the meantime. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.